Hey, welcome Cancer to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. How's it going? So guys, I'm just getting ready to do your wealth and abundance reading for February 2020, and I hope you will take note that I'm using a green deck, which is the Good Tarot, and I'm wearing a green hoodie, the color of money, at least like in lots of places. Yeah, I live in Canada and our money is more like monopoly money, and then our ones and twos are coins, so it doesn't really, but you know what people say, green, so that's what I'm doing. So anyway guys, welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoy the reading, and let me know if it resonates down below in the comments, and if you feel like you're interested in continued guidance from tarot, please go ahead and tap the subscribe button. So I like to dive right into my readings, you guys. I don't do a lot of patter. I like to just jump in. Can you give me 1 sec? Just needed a quick sip of tea there. Okay, so I'll shuffle a couple more times here. And the first card we're going to look at is your financial challenge. So I'm going to pull 2 cards for each sort of query here. So your financial challenge. Okay, let me pull 2 cards. So we've got the King of Water and the Six of Water. This is really interesting here, guys. So the King of Water, he's a really creative force. Then you've got the Six of Water, which is sort of a nostalgic sort of energy here. So I think you guys have like a creative way of looking at money when we see this card combination, and you see here in the Six of Cups there's sort of a really wistful facial expression. You know, she's sort of looking off into the past and like watching the water run by, and then you've got a lot of water here. I see that there could be a real emotional attachment to finance, and I have to say what my spirit guides are saying. Like you could be having really creative thoughts when it comes to money, but they may not be based in reality. So I think there's a sort of a duality of thinking here where, you know, I really believe that, you know, to act as if in order to get to a certain destination in your life, but I think some of you could be taking that too literally and spending too much money to have the appearance of having money, more money than you have. So that could be definitely challenging. You know, it's okay to live within, and I'm getting the word because you guys could be feeling that way, the confines of your current budget, right? But you can still act as if you have more money, and that is by going places, and you don't have to spend money to go places, you guys. You know, you can go like browsing through the upscale shops, and you can go driving through the rich neighborhoods. Like Jim Carrey did this really interesting speech on where he would just go and drive through really rich neighborhoods, and now he lives in one, right? But he wasn't spending any money because he didn't have any. So I'm just seeing here, guys, be creative with your finances, but don't exceed your budget, okay? Just be careful with that, because once you dig a financial hole, it's really tough to get back out of it. So your financial strengths here, this is really bizarre. You've got the Two of Air and the Seven of Air. So this is your financial strength here. You guys are getting really complicated cards, and the messages are not really coming in super strong for me right now. So I feel like you guys are not aware of your financial strengths right now. I'm really seeing that there could be a need for you guys to observe what is actually going on in your finances. You guys could be feeling a little bit confused, and you know, if you feel like something was promised to you but you're not really getting it, you know what I mean? It's like we're growing up in such a social media, and everybody appears to be wealthy. So really take a look at, you know, and it can be such a facade, you guys. It can be very confusing here. And that's what I'm seeing with the Two of Air. It's like you're sort of going back and forth in between what is actually happening. And I'm seeing a great deal of confusion for you guys. And you're expecting things to come in if you just open up your hand. And it can be, but I feel like you guys are a little bit muddled as to what is actually going on, as opposed to what can happen for you. Yeah, I want to pull one more card over these two because I'm seeing a definite, yeah, here we go. So here's the temptation card, you guys, and I think this is what's happening here. You know, when you go on Instagram and Facebook and whatever, you just watch TV or the media or whatever, and I'm not slamming social media at all because, anyway, but there's a real temptation, and I think this is what is confusing your financial challenges and your strengths, because you're seeing what's out there. And for many of you, you're not actually on that level where you can just not care about a price tag, right? So you have to worry, like, consider your temptation and then look actually at your bank balance. You know, and if you want to work towards a higher income, that's great. But, you know, you got to watch those temptations, especially if they're really big ticket items here. And I'm seeing that many of you could have grown up as the person, you know, in your circle that didn't have a ton of money. So that could have made a little bit more difficult, especially if everybody around you was sort of buying the best of everything. And I think that some of you could have been made fun of to a certain degree. And I get that. That happened to me too when I was growing up, because, like, whatever. But, like, I totally feel for that. But you really have to watch the dollars and cents, because you need to build from somewhere, you know. And while you're waiting for things to come in for you, while you're working on your manifesting, really be careful about where you're allocating your funds, because I do see there is a little bit of confusion around the actuality of your finance, you know, and you're getting caught up between your head and your heart, because you've got the air cards and the water cards. So the air represents your thinking and the water represents how you feel about things. So you're really kind of stuck in the middle, and you're being tempted to purchase things above your income at this time. So let's see where you will find your abundance. And I think this is going to be really important to you guys. So we have the 5 of water. So you guys just really need to cut off everything, like build a wall in between what is happening right now and what happened yesterday. So if you've made a great big mess of your finances, it doesn't matter, just leave it alone. You've got the 5 of water, which is saying you're so busy looking at what happened in the past that you're not going to be open to new ideas here, especially for those of you that grew up like, you know, where you only had 1 or 2 outfits and you didn't have name brand clothing, and everybody around you, you know, they were wearing everything that was, you know, brand new and super expensive, and you're being made fun of. So you might have some really, really deep, dark feelings about money. But I mean, you have to think that if you were growing up, or even if you were supporting yourself, you were doing the best that you could in that moment. But it's time to let those emotions go so that you can grow into this king of earth that is available to you right now, because this is a self-made energy and you guys have this available to you. But you do have to part ways with kind of feeling bad or you know, believing people can be so mean. Like, if you're not wearing the name brand stuff, and if you still can't afford to do that, guys, you have to have the confidence that, you know, the outfit doesn't make you, you make the outfit. Or if you drive the most embarrassing car in the parking lot, hey, at least you have a car. Like, start taking real pride in what you're able to provide for yourself, knowing that greater abundance is available. So leave yesterday where it belongs, in the past, and know that you can pivot your financial reality anytime you want to, and leave the people that made fun of you where they belong, in the past. Like, don't let them ruin your current reality or your future, you guys. So you have a real big opportunity, and make the leap now for your future. So guys, I hope this was somewhat interesting. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll see you guys another time. Bye.